Hi, my name is Julianne, and today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 podcasts that I listened to in 2017. And of course, the moment I decide to record a video, somebody has to vacuum. I apologize for the noise. Last year, in January of 2017, I discovered Welcome to Night Vale, and that podcast sent me down the rabbit hole of other podcasts. So I just started listening to so many. So this list was really hard to whittle down because pretty much I liked every single podcast I've listened to. Some are better than others, of course, but honestly I just love podcasts so much. It's so interesting to have discovered like a new medium of storytelling, and it's so cool how you can weave a story just through like voices and sound effects. Like, it's just so incredible. Now let's move on to the top 5. I don't know why I put up 10 fingers. Let's move on to the top 5 podcast of 2017. Number 1 on the list is obviously gonna be Welcome to Night Vale. It's so good, and I'm sure it's like 90% of people who've listened to audio dramas probably have listened to Night Vale, and it's probably on their top 10 list. It's definitely a weird show, and I love it for that. It's really distracting with this vacuum. I am so sorry. It was the line where Cecil said, "No dogs allowed in the dog park." Just the pure like ridiculousness of that sentence, of that statement. I was like, I love this show already. I've discovered so many good songs through the weather, and I mean, I love Rickman, Doomtree. I listen to them all the time now. There's just so many good songs, and I'm not going to go into it because like there's too many to list. Welcome to Night Vale. It's just one of the greatest shows I've ever listened to. It's actually one of my favorite shows and stories of all time. There's just so many good things I have to say about it, but you know, I do need to move on to the other stuff in the list, so at some point I should make a video that's strictly just about Welcome to Night Vale, like my feelings on it and just like everything that I have to say about it, and like meeting Jeffrey Craner and Joseph Fink and Dylan Marion and seeing Cecil and everything. Like, I really want to go into that, but I gotta move on to the other shows on the list. I love Welcome to Night Vale, but I do need to talk about these other shows. Second show on the list is, of course, Wolf 359. Oh god, this show is amazing. If you love to laugh and cry and feel like you're getting stabbed by the writers of the show, this is a show for you. It takes place in space on the Hephaestus, which is orbiting around the star Wolf 359, hence the title of the show. Douglas Eiffel is the communications officer, and you have Otto Minkowski and Hilbert, and they're basically looking for alien life, and chaos ensues. There are definitely moments where you're just like, what the heck is going on right now? And it's just, oh, it's insane. I freaking love this show. Eiffel is probably my favorite character. He's just so freaking funny, and his backstory was so heart-wrenching. It was like, I think it's the first finale that I listened to after Black Tapes, and it was just like a breath of fresh air, because Black Tapes finale, but Wolf 359 had a 2-hour beautiful finale that was just heart-wrenching and sad and beautiful and perfect in every single way. Highly, highly recommend Wolf 359. One of the greatest shows in existence, and it's so sad to say goodbye. Although they are making a Price and Carter survival guide book, which I obviously want really badly, and I have no idea how I'd be able to get that, but I will find a way. I need that book. But moving on to the third one on. I love Bios 10 so much. I actually might have started re-listening to it for the fourth time. Yes, the 4th time. I just can't stop listening to it. It's just funny and hilarious, and I love Akmazian and Jane. Of course I love Jane. She's awesome. She's probably one of my favorite characters. Oh, don't forget Levi. He's great. He can never keep his pants on though. But he's an alien, so it doesn't really matter. It's just, I freaking love this show. Like, it takes place in space. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I just said he's an alien. It takes place in space on the spaceship, and chaos ensues, but like in a funnier way. Like, it's less heart-wrenching, although the second season does get a little bit more heart-wrenching, but like it doesn't feel like you're getting stabbed over and over again, which is what happened in Wolf 359, but like in a good way. I love this show so much. Like, I don't even know how to express it. Like, except by saying that I started re-listening to it for the fourth time. It gives me all of the feels, like, oh my god, I love this show so much, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it, because it's so good. I can't wait for a third season. We all know that Dahlias and Akmazian are gonna get together, and I am excited for that. So yeah, anyways, I love EOS 10 so much, but I must move on now to the fourth podcast on the list, which is the Orbiting Human Circus of the Air. I don't know what compels me to always go of the air, but whatever. So, the Orbiting Human Circus, another beautiful, beautiful show that I highly recommend. I mean, I highly recommend everything on the list since it's the top 5 podcasts of 2017 for me. The Orbiting Human Circus takes place in Paris at the top of the Eiffel Tower. There's this circus, it's broadcast through the radio, so it's almost like you're the one like sitting there like listening to this like circus perform. It's just so magical. Like that is the word, magical. Like this show, whenever I listen to it, I am transported to the top of the Eiffel Tower. I feel like I'm there. Julian Cosner like is an amazing, fabulous writer, and like the way the whole show is produced and the actors and sound effects, everything is so well put together. Like I applaud these people for like their amazingness. So the show is about the circus, but it follows the main character of Julian, the janitor. Yes, this show follows the janitor, not the circus people, but the janitor. He's such an adorable person. Like he's so cute, and I love Julian so much. Like seriously, he's one of my favorite characters of any show ever. Julian is such a perfect character to listen to and hear his whole story. Just go check out this show. It really just it really sucks you into this like magical realism world. I actually listened to the entire season in one day. So yes, you need to go listen to this. Moving on to the 5th podcast on my list, which is, and it was tough. It was tough, man. Okay, there's so many good podcasts. It's so hard to whittle this down. But I have to go with the podcast that I started listening to after I finished all the Night Vale Present shows. And that is King Falls AM. It's a good show. Like, it has a good heart. At the end of the day, it does have some good things to say. The mayor gets punched in the face by Sammy. It's amazing. It's just such a good feel show. Every time I hear that theme song, I feel like I'm coming home. I swear, like, it makes me feel so happy to listen to this show. I feel like I haven't even explained what it is, really, but you have these 2 radio show hosts, so it's basically like Night Vale, but more innuendo. These 2 guys are radio show hosts, and in the show, they're like, oh, if you have something to say, whatever, call us at this number. The number is real, and I called it, and I left a message. Here is the footage. So I am filming this vlog style because I just found out King Falls AM, their phone number is real. So I'm gonna call it.
Hey, this is Ben Arnold, and this is Sammy Stevens. And you have just called King Falls AM, that's 660 on the radio dial. Unfortunately, we're not here, so you call us after hours if you'd like to leave us a message or leave us a tip. Now's the time to do it. Leave it! After the beep, of course. Leave it!
Hey, long-time listener, first-time caller, just wanted to say I love the Sammy and Ben show, and Emily is cool too. More Greg punching, please. Bye! By the way, I wrote a script before doing that. That's what I was looking at. I just called them, left a message, I can't. What would happen if I called them at like 3 a.m.? Would they actually pick up when they're doing their show? Can anyone tell me? I'm so happy this phone number is real. For those wondering, I will give you the phone number. I will leave it down in the comments, or in the description, but I'll give it now, whatever. So it's 424-279-3858. You can also find it out by listening to King Falls AM. But, oh my god, I'm so happy this phone number is real. And, yep, that's it. Back to the video. Anyways, I love King Falls AM, and I highly, highly recommend this show. Yes, it has some flaws. Yes, you know, sometimes the show doesn't go exactly in the direction I want, but you know what? It goes in the direction I need. And that's what I love about this show, and I think that's it. Those were the 5 podcasts that I think were the best of 2017. I believe my top 5 honorary mentions down below, because it's really hard to whittle down to 5 because there's just so many amazing ones out there. If you listen to podcasts, put down in the comments which podcast you listen to. And thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video, and happy listening. Bye!